Hello, good morning. Trying to get ready for the last, I don't know how long. I'm still not ready. Story of my life. Maybe walking and drinking isn't my forte. Something just went tumbling in here. And I'll put this here for a minute. Nobody was in the kitchen. Either we have a ghost on our hand, or the uncatchable mouse is still out and about. And I'm about ready to go clean in there. And if that mouse jumps out at me, I know the mailman came, because when I was trying to get ready, the dogs went crazy. That's why one of the reasons why I didn't start on time. Oh God! It was 67 degrees, and it's terribly cold now. Hello, Jessica girl. How are you? I made it finally. Got to argue with the pharmacy again, so I had to wait till they opened, and then yeah, life. Let's see what we got in the mail today, shall we? I'm not gonna sing the Blues Clues song. Let's see. Let's look. Trash for somebody who don't even live here. Oh, I got a letter from the IRS. I'll just throw that on the floor. Consumer reports. Our mother, Dan's grandma, thinks we like magazines. We appreciate her effort, but we don't really read them. Okay, let's see. Oh, nobody here. What's my battery level like? Oh crap, like usual. Okay. Now I'll get charged up here. Get my 380 million mile cord here. And we'll come in here and investigate. See whether there's a ghost that's knocking stuff up. Crap. Literally. If there's a ghost knocking over stuff, or a mouse. And Skyla left me a present. I thought we were done with... Hold on, guys. I have a situation. Hold, please. I can't lose that. Okay. Hold on a minute. Who did this in paper towels? Good grief. Did you get buying cheap stuff? Okay, Skylar, thank you for your present. I appreciate it so very much. You know what? I cannot wait till it actually warms up and we can get the ramp built for Skylar so she can go outside. Although I don't know if it would do any good, because you don't know if she can tell when she has to go. Hold on, please. I'm still dealing with the Skyla incident. She already went today. I thought I was in a safe zone, but I guess I was not. Just hold on a minute. I almost got it situated. And now you're just gonna crash. Hello? Damn, how are you? I just happened to look outside and it was snowing. And I was like, what in the world? Why is it snowing? It was 67 degrees yesterday, come on. I mean, it isn't like blizzarding outside, but it's not even sticking. But it is floating in the air, so there's that. Okay. Now I'm going to sit you guys here. Okay, I got a live reaction from my letter from the IRS. Why do I have a letter from the IRS? I don't think I've ever received a letter from the IRS before. I'm scared. Hello, hello. Trying to figure this out. We're sending you this notice because your personal information was used to access your federal income tax return information through the U.S. Department of Education's online free application for federal student aid FAFSA website or the income-driven repayment plan request on studentloans.gov. What do you need to do? If you did access the system and request a transfer of information, no action is needed. Good. Good. Don't gotta do anything to that. Life may continue. Life may go on. Get a little nervous when you get a letter from the IRS. My weekend. Well, Saturday, I spent the entire day cleaning the downstairs, what in the hell? Although you would not be able to tell it now. My husband, Dan, went to my friend Marcia's house to work on wiring Saturday. He was gone most of the day, so I cleaned. And then yesterday he came home and he started working on the laundry room, and all my good work was for nothing. In fact, I even did a video. I was going to post it and then decided not to because I didn't think anybody would be interested. But I did a time lapse of me going through that laundry room. It took me like 3 hours, mind you. An hour of it was probably dealing with laundry. And then I cleaned the rest of the house. YouTube, get with the program. So that's what I did my weekend, Saturday anyway. And then yesterday, Dan worked on the room, and I enjoyed the weather. Just kind of rested because I worked so hard the day before. And when you have chronic pain disorder, it tends to bite you if you have a productive day, which I did. So yesterday, I pretty much sat around. So that was my weekend. How was your guys' weekend? Oh, I'm gonna break something. Woo! Open. So right now, I am cleaning the kitchen, like I tend to do. And I will show you here in a minute. Well, that crap's not even clean. What the? Silverware didn't get clean. Everything else did. I hate dishwashers sometimes. Hey, the story, Dory. 45 degrees. I do not know the degrees right off. Hold on, I'll tell you. All I know is right before I started this video, I seen snow. It is 22 degrees. 22 fabulous degrees. And I hear that the day that I'm supposed to go do my test, we're supposed to have a wintry mix. I'm over winter. So over winter. So, I started my new diabetes pill. I finally started Saturday. That's a story in itself. If Lori's still on here, she can attest to the fact that my doctor said that insurance companies like to be nasty with her and not allow her to prescribe the medication in which is needed for a patient. And she put it in and it went through. So we saw it. So I waited all that day to get my text message that had been filled. No. So that was Tuesday. Wednesday I called, and my pharmacy has several locations, but they don't communicate with one another at all. I mean, they can't even get my insurance information from one place to another. And they had sent my prescription to the wrong pharmacy. Now, mind you, the lady who was working on this is actually from the town I live in. So I figured she would think that, okay, she probably wants to go to the pharmacy in the town in which she lives, but I guess not. So, we finally got that straightened out, and my pharmacy got my meds. And so then I waited, and I called, and they said the medication that she had ordered for me, my insurance denied paying for it, or whatever, however, they're not going to pay for it. So I called my doctor's office, and they had to do a request or something, some kind of paperwork saying that I really needed the meds. And finally I went through. I even got a phone call from my insurance company saying that my medicine had went through. So, okay, good. So I call the pharmacy, and I tell them that I just got this message saying that my medication was approved, and when will I get it? Well, of course, since I live in Podunk, America, they didn't have it in stock, so they had to order it. So they ordered it, and Friday morning I called and I said, do you have my medicine? And they said, we have it, but your insurance won't pay for it. And I said, they called me and they said they would pay for it. So she gets on the old computer and she gets to looking, and sure enough, she says, you're right. They're not going to fill my medicine if I hadn't stayed on top of them. That is ridiculous. So, got that taken care of. Didn't get it until, what was it, Friday evening? And I have to take it in the morning because I guess it makes you pee a lot. And so, after getting the prescription on Tuesday afternoon, I finally got it Friday afternoon and started it Saturday. What a mess that was. And then my pain medication for my arthritis, it's a real low dose pain medication, and she upped it to, instead of taking it once a day as needed, to twice a day as needed. And so when I talked to them about everything, they said, we got that script, but you have enough, we can't fill it right now, which was true. Well, now I don't have any. I took one this morning, and so I called them. And they act like I have no idea what they're talking about. That script should be on my file, right? So, I had that little fight, and they finally figured it out. Well, we'll see if your insurance will cover it. And I said, you told me to use up what I had, and then when I was out of it, to call you and you'd be able to refill it. Well, I guess it just depends on who you're talking to. So now I'm sitting here waiting to see if that gets refilled today. Well, the lack of communication between people is annoying, first of all. First, my doctor referred me to Dr. Zhao, the endocrinologist. I get there, ask Lori, I get there, they didn't send my lab. You would think the first thing they would send would be my lab, and I had a full panel done, and I looked it up on my phone, it was on my phone, and they didn't check my thyroid. So, I guess I'll get checked in 3 months, I don't know. So that's been my little adventure this week. Slightly frustrating, tired of arguing with people. Tired of the insurance thinking they know more than the doctor does. Now I'm sure doctors tend to they have med reps that, come in there and, and tell them, you know, this is the best medicine and do their spiel or whatever. I get that. I get that some doctors are... Sorry, I had a trash compact. I know that some doctors are kind of dirty that way, but my gosh, it's diabetes medicine we're talking about. Oh. So, my results. I pee all the time, but that's what they say I do. Sweet pea, yeah. I have not drank. I will not drink a Diet Coke until afternoon. In fact, you're sitting on a 12-pack of Diet Coke that's been sitting here for a week. I'm trying really hard to stick with the diet or life change that I'm supposed to. I say I do it about 80% of the time, which is better than before, which was 0. I cannot give up the coffee. But my blood sugars have been... I had 2 that was under 150. The rest of them... I had a couple that was under, or that was over 200. Some that was like one that was 278. But other than that, they're staying in the low 200. So I'm trying. And I got up this morning. I'm going to be perfectly honest. When I was in the hospital back in, September? They weighed me. I weighed 308. Now, I'm saying my weight because I really don't care. I mean, you can look at me and know that I ain't 120 pounds by no means. When I went to Dr. Zhao's, I was 298. And this morning, and I weighed myself in like 4 different locations in this house to make sure it was level. I weighed 288, so I've lost 20 pounds. So I'm happy with that. So, that was good, I guess. What time? Oh, I don't have my Fitbit because it's dead. It's on charger. It's probably charged right now. Oh gosh, so much crap. So much crap. So, that has been my life in a nutshell. When I take the trash out to the back porch, I will show you the laundry room. God, what is Daryl doing up there? Dan got a wave on it. Not all the way done because he had to go wire my friend's cabin, which he said was an absolute nightmare. So running the plumbing under the house, under the cabin, they're running it through the walls. So we had to reroute some of his plumbing because, yeah, it's a bunch of BS. Hey, viewers of you, how are you? Good morning. So this medicine is supposed to help with weight loss. I looked it up and they said in a 6-month trial period, people lost 3.1 to 3.5% of their body weight, which I figured it up would be 10 pounds. And I've already lost 10 pounds. So, that was good, right? Oh, guys, we're going to have to go to the other room. How much battery? I have none. Is it me, or does it seem like your phone battery is always dead? I'm so bad about charging my phone. Like, I should put it on charger at night, but I listen to YouTube videos to go to sleep, so I don't like to be tethered to cords or I have my headphones. And oh, okay. We got that wall started. He started a little bit on the chimney. You can tell my husband's a little ADHD. Started over there. This wall here is completely painted. We're going to paint the door. We just got to figure out what color. I'm not sure if I want to go. And then we just got that little space up there. And it's all No more green. No more green. We have to paint over there still. Or Dan does. I'm not painting. So, that's the thing. And if the weather would cooperate, like, not snow every other freaking day. I don't know where to set you. Hello, Exploring Ginger. We can go pull the flooring out of the house and get the flooring done in here, but that would... There. Stay. That would require the weather to be decent. And, you know, it was 67 yesterday. Oh, it was beautiful. We had the windows open. Had the breeze coming through. And then I get ready to go live. And I'm out here and I look out. I see snow. It stopped, I think. Let me look. Yes. It stopped. The bad thing is our driveway, and I would show you, but I always buffer when I go out that way. This clothes basket, I tripped over it like 30 times. No matter where I put it. I knock over one. It's a Monday. Our driveway is not in good shape at all. Here, I'll try to show you. I hope that it don't buffer. But I'll try to show you. See, when income tax goes through, we're going to put a patio out here. Because the stairs, Dan leveled up the porch because, you know, it was falling off. And the stairs are sinking. It's like everything else in this house, he didn't do it right. And Dan fell up the stairs the other day because how bad it is. But I just want to show you. Oh, that's as far as I'm going. What's this? I don't know if you can see the driveway. Look at the ruts my car made. And see, we have this little boards that we walk out so we're not sinking in the mud. Yeah, it's bad. And over there where you see that bare spot, that's where Kayla parks. But she can no longer park over there, so she has to park behind me because she almost got her car stuck. So, I'm just sweeping floors from now on. I'm not mopping them or anything because it really, I mean, I might spot mop, but it is so muddy. I have a rut out there probably, 4 inches deep in the front of my car pulling into the house. I'm over winter. Oh. And I'd love to go get a load of gravel, but it won't do no good. We'd put it in there and it'll sink. We already had 2 loads put in there, so. But, you know, it is what it is. When you live out here, you don't go outside in high heels, that's for sure. It is a muddy, muddy mess. Everywhere, it's a muddy, muddy mess. My car is like brown. It used to be gray, but on the sides it's brown. And Dan wanted to go out and check on his dad, which is 9 miles of gravel. And I was like, I don't know about that. Because those gravel roads don't have a whole lot of gravel on them. Especially the road Dan's dad lives on, because there's 1 or 2 houses. There's Tommy's house, my father-in-law, and there's another house, but they built it a while back, and I'm not sure if anybody still lives there. So it's one of those dirt roads that the grass grows up in the middle in the summertime. Tommy used to go out and mow it on his riding lawnmower. They probably don't anymore. So, I have a situation that involves my daughter. And I'm not good at words or anything. It just irritates me. She has this friend that, out here, you go to school with 30 or 40 people and you know them your entire life. And this girl has been Kayla's friend since kindergarten. And since we are a small school, I happened to graduate with her mom. Her mom has terminal cancer. And Kayla tried to be a good friend, but Kayla is this other girl's friend out of convenience. And so the last time she spoke to her, which was this summer when she was working her other job, she went to dinner with this friend's younger sister because she worked with her. And they were there in town together, so why not? Well, last night, this friend messaged her because she'd seen on Facebook that Kayla was in a relationship with Alex, and congratulated her on her relationship, and then just laid into her for being a terrible person, and told her that when her mom died, that she wasn't allowed to come to the services, which really bothers me because I would go. I mean, I graduated with her. She was a friend of mine in high school. But what do you tell? I mean, I told her, there's just people like that in the world. I mean, there's nothing that she can do to make this girl happy. She is obviously going through a really tough time. I could not imagine losing my mom when I was 20 years old. They already lost their dad, which wasn't really in the picture anyway, but I feel bad. What do you do? What do you say? What do you tell her to do? I mean, regardless what Kayla does, it's going to be wrong in this situation. Kayla's the one that, if somebody starts screaming and yelling at her, she just shuts down, even with me. And so I told her just to keep on doing what she's doing. I mean, obviously this girl is having issues over her mom's death, which is totally normal. Taking it out on other people, perfectly normal. When I lost my mom, I tended to do that. So Kayla woke up this morning really upset about that. And today, we may just meet Mr. Alex. Because this is another one of Kayla's days off, but she has to go to school. And she doesn't want to drive the 45 miles to see him. Yeah, it is a tough situation. I told Kayla that, this girl tells her off back in July. And so if somebody tells you off and says that you're a terrible friend, you're not going to agitate the issue by continuing trying to talk to them, right? And then she comes back at her that she doesn't care. I don't know. Hello, Cerebral Killer. How are you? Good morning. It's going. I'm drinking my coffee. My last cup for the day. Trying to cut down on that, but man. I walked all the way out there and I didn't get a trash bag. I can't wait till all my stuff is in my kitchen. How many times have I said that? Where did they go? Oh no. This isn't good. This isn't good at all. Well, kind of empty shelves backwards. Perhaps you're all confused. I was kind of frightened there for a minute because I don't know about you guys, but if we ran out of trash bags, it's a big ordeal. We're kind of trashy people, It is 22 and trying to snow here. We're supposed to have have an icy one tray mix, I believe, on the day. This is my toast done. So, eek. I can make it. It may not stream it, but I can make it. My mess in the morning would not be nearly as bad if people would just put crap away, you know? Just put it away. Nope. Oh no! Strep throat is a beast. My oldest just gets strep throat all the time. She'd get over it and she'd go to school for a week and she'd get it back again because, you know, kids swap germs. And finally, she had to have a tonsillectomy. And that tonsillectomy led to a lot of cool things, like it helped her Asperger's and all that. All right, Lori, I'm sure I'll talk to you before then, but go adult. I'm trying to adult. Trying to clean a kitchen. It's really not that messy, so, you know, like the motivation isn't there. Motivation ain't there when it's real messy. Let's just say I never have the motivation to do jack squat. My blood sugars have been doing pretty good. Not as good as I would like them to be, but pretty good. And I'm doing this diet thing. I've not had any like sugar product besides the creamer that's in my coffee. And Dan bought me some diabetic candy just to kind of, I have like 2 of them a night. There will be like that. Trying to drink up my coffee so I can put it in the dishwasher. So, we had the biggest like confusion. Let me tell you this story. Okay, back when we lived in our other house, when we foreclosed on. Now, when my dad died, my mom foreclosed on her house because there's just no way that my dad had like 2 or 3 mortgages on it, and yeah, it was just a mess. So, nor did I want the responsibility of fixing everything that still needed to be fixed. Go over every day or every week in the summer and mow it, and all that crap. And so, the best bet for my mom was foreclosing the house and moved her in her old apartment. And she did that, and that was it. She foreclosed on the house and moved on. Okay, so this is a little deal with our house, okay? We bought an old house and then with a bunch of property. And we put our new house on the property that we had. There was no house on it, and we tore down the old house. Well, then our neighbor behind us, her house was condemned. And she sold us our house. We split it, us and the neighbor on the other side of her. And they paid $1,500 for their piece of it. And it's like 125 feet by 75 feet. And so Dan ended up getting our half by helping her build this cabin thing. This isn't the first time Dan's did a cabin. So we had this little strip of property that was not connected at all with the house and property that we foreclosed on. So the lady that used to be our neighbor that bought the other half calls me, and I'm like, at like 8 o'clock Saturday night, I'm like, I don't really want to talk to this woman because she's real ditzy. I mean, she's blonde, but true blonde. Ditzy. Anyway, I texted her and I told her I didn't have a voice, which I didn't, because in the night time my allergies mess with me and my voice goes in and out. And anyway, so I was texting her and she said that I had to get a hold of the people who bought our house, which we know because they are Dan's ex step cousins and good friends. They were till the whole divorce thing happened. But we know exactly who they are. We know where they live. We know I worked with the wife for 15 years. I mean, okay, we know who these people. So she started out by acting like I didn't know these people. So first I had to tell her, I know who they are and I'll call them, because she said that we had to redeed property to stay out of the bankruptcy claim. And I told Dan, I said, we were never in a bankruptcy claim, not on our house. We just walked away from it. That's not bankruptcy. So I call Shannon, and then she acts like, she said, we bought your house and we moved it. Yeah, I know. It's not there. Lies, unless she painted it with invisible paint. Anyway, I asked her about all this, and I guess what the neighbors want is to buy the property from the edge of the property where he split all the way to the corner. Now, the people who bought our house moved it, and they don't want the property, so they're going to buy that property, but there's this small 125 feet by 75 foot strip that we bought that's behind our property that actually separates our foreclosed property from our neighbor's property. Is this making sense? Anyway, what it would take to get rid of this property is, one, I lost the deed somewhere because my nephew dumped my filing cabinet upside down in the snow when we moved, and the deed must be a casualty of that. So I would have to go to the other county's courthouse, the town I go to the doctor in. I would have to go get the deed, which is free. Then I'd have to go to the title abstract company and have them file it. I would have to be there to have my signature notarized. Dan has to be there with his signature notarized. Problem, they're only open from 9 to 4:30. Dan works 8:30 to 4:30. So there's no way, and Dan can't just take off a partial day. They frown upon that really bad. So Dan will lose at least 2 days of work trying to get this situated. So his wages lost there. I mean, he could take vacation, but that's not the point. He's taking vacation that when he takes vacation, he likes to do projects and stuff, not clear up property we could give two shits less about. So, and not only that, his Thunderbird is on there in that property, and we would have to figure out what we were going to do with that and try to sell it and all that. So I told her that I was kind of irritated because I don't like talking to Shannon. She irritates me. I worked with her for many years. I talked to her for an hour and a half. I couldn't get her off the phone. And so after that whole ordeal, and then I said $500 or we'll just let it go for taxes. So I haven't heard no more back from them, but it was like a 3-hour ordeal trying to figure out. I was like, do we still, because see, we owned all the property when we put our new house on it. So I thought, okay, do they just sell the house and not the property? Or, what do they do? So they want to buy the whole thing, but there's this little strip, and they want to buy it for $200. Well, first, 2 days of wages for Dan and trying to move that car is over $200. Plus I owe back taxes on it because I was just too lazy paying, to be honest. Probably like $100 in back taxes for the last 2 years. No biggie, but by the time I do that, we're not going to make no money. So, and they spent $1,500 to buy the other one, so why not? Just a mess. I would like it gone and out of our hands so we don't have to worry about it. But then she's quick to tell me that her husband has been mowing it. Well, we never asked anybody to mow it, nor did we care, because the city will mow it and charge us like $5 or $10. So, I don't know. So we got that situation we have to deal with. But I ain't doing nothing unless I had $500. Let's just say it. That's all there is to it. I mean, property should be worth at least that much, right? Especially when it's the only area that you can't do anything with, right? And I go in the snow. It's just barely snowing. In fact, I'm gonna go look. I don't think it's snowing. Sorry, I'm rambling, but I'm just like done with people. Certain people. Wow. That dresser reached out and bit me. You know, ditzy people. That lady had me calling this girl I don't want to talk to for no reason whatsoever. There might be a flake every once in a while. I couldn't even show you. You have to look really hard. It's not sticking or anything. Well, okay. Let me give you a little bit more information on the situation. The lady that wants this property, we'll go with first names because you ain't gonna know. Shelly. Okay, she wants this property. I didn't know at the time that they were going to buy our other lots too. We had like 4 or 5, 6 lots, something like that. Yeah, 4 or 5 lots. And we have a lot and a half. That's what she wants. And that separates, a lot and a half separates her property line from the property that she wants to buy from the people who bought our house that we foreclosed on. I don't want to be a dick or anything, but she calls me at 8 o'clock at night. Now, this woman has a business degree and works at my bank. And she says that we have to redeed property back over to Mike and Shannon so they don't all get caught up in a bankruptcy claim. Well, the house was never in bankruptcy, for one thing. The house was foreclosed on. That's not bankruptcy. And so they can't get it through their head that when we bought that property, which was long after we bought the house, it was just separate. I paid taxes on my house and property that we owned that we foreclosed on, and then I paid the taxes on the other one separately. It was just easier to do it that way. And so, it's $500 because, you know, we have that Thunderbird. I don't know what it is. I ain't hauling it here. I can't haul it to his dad's. Dan don't want to sell it for scrap because it's got a good motor in it. It's app today. So, Dan and I said if they wanted it bad enough, they'll pay $500 for it. $500. I mean, I don't think I'm being unreasonable. But I sent them that message, and obviously it rubbed them the wrong way or something because I have not heard anything back from them. Not only do I got to pay back taxes, which is chump change. I think it's like $100 maybe. It's $35 a year. I don't know what they charged me for not paying them last year. And then, of course, $35 this year, and I don't know when the cut off. I think it's like sometime in December, so I'm already like a month or two late. Because I don't really care. I told him $500 or we let it go for taxes. It's going to take it a long time to go to taxes because, first of all, the city wants the big money. So, I think one year we went 5 years without paying taxes in our old house back when we were super poor. They never put us up on the courthouse. So, they want that big tax, you know. And so, if they're going to wait for it to go to tax auction, they may be waiting for a really long time. And in the meantime, I'll go throw a no trespassing sign up. I mean, seriously. We have a little trailer. We can go over there and mow it. I should. I'm smoking on camera. I'm sorry. I'm stressed out. I should call and see how much I owe. It would be nice to get it off our hands, and it would be nice to put $500 in our pocket. Well, it wouldn't be $500 after we got done, but I really should do that. It's snowing. You can't, I mean, I couldn't show you that it's snowing, but it's snowing. Did Murray ever come in? Murray, are you there? I'm supposed to be doing my taxes today. Well, I don't see what the big hurry is because the government won't pay out our money until the end of this month anyway, so because we still get a child tax credit and earned income. It's not. It's just that she irritated me. She didn't know what she was talking about. And then she made me call people. And this is like a really screwed up situation anyway, because Mike and Shannon's mom used to be married to Dan's Uncle John. And the divorce was really ugly, really ugly. And because of the divorce, for some reason, when one set of people divorce, then like their whole friend circle has to divorce, I guess. Especially if we're related to the situation. And so we haven't really talked to Mike and Shannon a whole lot. And me and Shannon have a lot of issues because we work together. She was usually my charge nurse. And when I came in to tell him my dad died a long time ago, our administrator was there, and I was, she said what happened, and she should have known I'd been off work for 6 weeks, but I was talking to her, and she butted in and told me about how her grandma died, and I'm like, and this was like a half hour after my dad died. I was talking to this lady, and after that point, I was so frustrated with this woman. She was so rude, and so, I mean, her husband, I went to school with him, and, he was an alright guy, but, and having to talk to her, there was no reason I had to talk to her, none, but this woman has no idea what, and I've explained to her, I don't even know how many times, that property was not, it's so frustrating. But I think I'm going to get off here for a minute, and I'm going to call and see how much I owe, and do that. So I'll be back in a little bit. Toodles.